Right, hey everyone, I'm here in Istanbul with Lucas Neal. Lucas, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you
Thanks,
for
mate.
joining me in my new home.
Vladimir Davidovic asks you, can you describe what will be going through your head when you walk out the tunnel leading the team against Germany?
It's going to be amazing. I'm going to be so excited. Finally, after 4 more years of qualification and preparation, I'm going to be honoured and proud to be leading Australia out into the World Cup against one of the biggest teams in South African football in the tournament. So it's going to be amazing.
Fantastic. Righto, Jason Kalesia writes, do we have enough talent coming through in case there are a lot of international retirements from the current Socceroos squad after South Africa?
Well, Jason, none of us are thinking about retiring just yet, mate. But Australia's got plenty of young guys coming through at the moment. There's so many Australians playing over in Europe that a lot of people in Australia haven't heard about. I'm sure that you're going to hear about them very soon. So it's our responsibility now just to make sure that we give them the best possible opportunity to play on the world stage, and that's by doing well at the moment in the World Cup for Australia.
What was it like to play for the Socceroos in your first international match?
To play for the Socceroos has always been my dream. So when I finally got that opportunity some, 14, 15 years ago, it was exactly as it feels, a dream come true. I'm really, really proud. My family was really proud. I'm so blessed to be given the opportunity, and the moment I stepped foot on the pitch, I just wanted to do it 100 more times, and I don't think I'm ever going to get to 100, but I've got past 50 now, and everyone's just as special as the first.
Righto, Lachlan Williams writes, what is the single greatest challenge facing the Australian team heading into South Africa?
I don't think we're a surprise package anymore in the tournament as we were 4 years ago, so I think our biggest challenge is going to be our very first game, because if you don't win your first game, particularly if you lose your first game, then it makes it very difficult for the rest of the tournament. So we have to make sure we either draw or win the first game, and that's not going to be easy. The only good thing about playing Germany is we'll be our first game in front of 70,000 people in Durban, which is really exciting and an opportunity for us to perhaps be one of the first teams to cause an upset in the tournament.
Edward Pitney writes, do you think it's time for Australia to take on a more attacking brand of football?
When you get to playing at our level, sometimes you have to make sure that the result comes before the performance, and that's what we've taken a little bit of stick for on our way to the World Cup. But in the qualifications, we all want to play an amazing style of football. We all try to play an amazing style of football, but just sometimes you have to realise you're up against good teams who are probably equally as good at you attacking, sometimes better. So you have to make sure you're as good as defensive as you are attacking. So we have great attacking players, and we all try to play attacking football. Sometimes it just doesn't work on the day, and you've just got to make the most of it.
Righto. Chris Shepherd asks, will the Socceroos try and become the fittest team again for South Africa?
We'll try. It's going to be very tough when we go to South Africa. We're going to be playing at altitude. The weather's not going to be a challenge to many teams because it's going to be 16, 17, 18 degrees, so everyone's going to be happy with the climate. So we have to make sure that to give ourselves the best possible chance, we have to be the fittest, one of the strongest, one of the fastest, and hope that on the day we can have as much technique, or if not more skill, than the teams we're up against. And if we do that, then we're going to give ourselves a great chance.
Fantastic. Righto, Alfron Erol writes, are you happy in Istanbul? What is your plan after South Africa?
Thanks, mate. I am very happy in Istanbul. Things are going great over here in Turkey. I'm really pleased with my club, and I intend on being here for quite some time. I'm very comfortable. I enjoy my football, and the manager and the team and the supporters have been fantastic for me. So I don't have any plans after South Africa other than having a quick holiday and then returning back to try and win things for this club.
Righto. Milos Draka asks, what age did you start soccer, and how did you get to play in the EPL or Australia?
Well, my loss, I started when I was about 6 or 7. My family introduced me to the game. I loved it from that moment onwards. Always dreamed about playing professionally and playing on TV and playing for my country, and got the opportunity to go to the Institute of Sport when I was 15. Had 2 magnificent years there, and then through a network of different coaches got the opportunity to trial in England and was successful, and then moved clubs and played for the English Premier League, and on the way got watched by the Australian national team, got the chance to play for Australia. So I've been very lucky, but it's been a lot of hard work and sacrifice on the way, and if that's your dream too, I wish you luck.
What do you think is the best way to start a potential career in football? Do you think travelling to Europe or England is the way to go?
I really think you've got to really want it yourself. It's got to be your dream. You can't just want to do it because it's a cool thing to do. You've really got to love the game. You've also got to have obviously a little bit of talent, and you've just got to work hard to follow your dreams. I think playing in Australia is a great way to learn your trade, and if you're good enough and you have ambitions to play at the very biggest and best clubs in the world, then yeah, sure, get yourself over to Europe and try and make a career for yourself. I wish you luck.
What did you love about the beautiful game so much for you to go on and make it your career?
I just loved it, Sam, because it gave me the opportunity to meet people, have fun, keep fit, and just basically fill my weekends with sport. I'm a very active person, and I'm just pleased with the way it's gone, and being able to make a lot of friends and great memories along the way. So yeah, football for me is my life, it's my passion, and it's everything that I could ever hope for in my life.
Dana Moroney asks, my question is, who's been your biggest influence growing up and why?
I'd say on the football pitch, probably Craig Johnson, who used to play in England and obviously had dreams like me to go over and be a professional. And off the field, it's got to be my family. They influenced me just to be a good person, as well as work hard and chase my dreams and have sacrifices along the way. So my family means everything to me, and I'm very thankful for the way that they've steered me through my career.
Konstantin Belev asks, what's the most important thing for a left back?
I'd say, Konstantin, to have a good left foot. That always helps. But also it's important that you practice on your right foot as well, because the game these days, you might favour playing on the left side, but it's important that you can use your right foot, because you need to be able to be balanced and get yourself out of trouble if you're ever on the right side. So no matter how good you are on your left, practice your right.
John De Alessio asks, you're playing in Turkey, what's the difference between Turkish football and English football?
Pretty similar, mate. The passions here, the pace of the game, the toughness of the game. Without disrespecting Turkey, I think there's just slightly better players in England, more consistent players in England. There's a lot bigger teams. Everybody's trying to get over to England to play, and as a result, the very best in the world are playing in England. And Turkey is trying to get there, but just not quite there yet.
Thank you, Lucas. Righto. Mitch Waters asks, do you have any plans to come back to the A-League? If so, when?
I do, Mitch. I'm going to come back when I feel it's time. I still feel I've got 3 or 4 years left in me as a good professional footballer. So I'd like to think I've got maybe 2 here and then 2 back in Australia. So I've still got dreams and ambitions over here, and once I've concluded and succeeded those dreams, then I will definitely be coming back to give something to the A-League.
Right, Lucas, thank you very much for your time, mate.
No problem.
Good stuff. Any final messages you've got for the people out there watching and your fans?
Yeah, definitely. Just really want to thank you for your support so far. I really wish you guys luck as well as us. We're going to need it in the tournament, and as always, support us with your pride and joy. Get the green and gold on. Buy yourself the new Nike kit. It's amazing. We're very proud of it, and cheer us on in South Africa in the tournament. We're going to need your support, and we really hope we can bring you some success. So thanks a lot for having me today, and hope to see you soon in the future.